Welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. I'm Fireweaver and I've got with me the boys in leather, Rolf, Daemon and Menchii.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
I
Hello.
So you may notice it's pretty empty down here. And all of our stuff's gone apart from this farm up here. That's because I've been busy. You saw last episode we were working on it. But up above us in the sky.
Ooh, big.
Yeah, so again, there's going to be an eventual build that you'll see that's coming from this, but right now it's a giant circle. But over the next few weeks, that will change. And yeah, let's head upstairs. That's where all the stuff is now. It's a little bit messy up here. Haven't got round to tidying our bedrooms yet, but you know, Rolf keeps leaving his socks all over the floor. And yeah, I mean, Demon's the worst of them all. Every time he comes in at night, he just like chucks all his stuff on the floor, all his belongings, and it's just horrible. And
And he really likes to sleep in.
yeah, if Minecraft was real life, then what would happen if he'd get home and find, like, in the morning when he woke up, all his belongings would have despawned? That's pretty much... Okay, so...
Well, that's why they have racks for it.
yeah. So we've got a whole bunch of things to show, but I will explain what the goal is that's coming from this, besides Demon being shocked. So Demon's going to be working on some charger from Applied Energistics, because we should be good to go for that. Menchii is going to do something from our quest book over here, which is... working a little bit on... Is it under assembly line? Yeah, under assembly line.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's going to do some MFR, specifically to automate getting cows, giving us milk automatically, so that we don't have to do a danger run into the cow field. So, yeah, can we sleep? Because it's raining. And
Could you all
dark.
sleep? Demon.
I'm in bed.
Demon.
And yeah, we're going to show me and Rolf are going to show what's changed on the server in terms of our setup. So let's start off with the little bit that you've done on the smeltery, Demon.
A little bit.
I mean,
Demon. Demon
Rolf.
didn't do anything on
Fail
smelter.
again.
Rolf. Rolf. Anyway, yes.
Yeah, we moved it up and made it a big smeltery. Yeah, because we had a lot of ore incoming, and yeah, some ores can only be smelted in the smeltery. So yeah,
And
we made it a little bit bigger.
and we automated it with redstone clocks.
Yeah, but this was already done downstairs.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we end up showing that. Then I'll explain this over here. So this is our ore processing over here. So we've got two sets of lines, well, three sets of lines actually. So we've got cobble coming down here, being turned into gravel, and occasionally we get dust. And the dust, sorry, not dust, I mean sand. So we either get gravel or sand. The sand goes in the barrel here, and the gravel comes into this barrel here. Gravel then gets taken out, and as you can see, ends up in this automatic sieve over here with some speed upgrades in it, just to speed things up. And because of the speed upgrades, we also needed to make resonance servos so that it pulls items quick enough out. And we put it in that giant chest that we made last episode. And that giant chest is basically getting all the sieved materials, compacting it in a 2x2 grid, and then most of which is then being turned into materials that gets pulverized and cooked, and then filling up this chest with all that stuff there. So that's cool. That's that line, and then behind it, very similarly, cobble goes into the pulverizer where the sand comes up into here again. Then the rest of the gravel gets pulverized again into sand here, but this sand gets either turned in, or gets turned into dust, and the dust gets transported into the sieve here, and then everything ends up back in this chest again to be combined and cooked, and again, as we say, output over here. Over on this line, we take all the sand that was excess from those two previous processes, and they get automatically fed into barrels that have water pumped into them. And they, because of the mycelium here, that water slowly turns into witch water. Once it's 100% witch water, it dumps in some dust there, and as you can see, that turns into soul sand, and the soul sand gets sieved here, and the output from that gets put in this chest over here, so we're getting like some nether materials and some stuff from blood magic, which is kind of cool. Okay, next up,
Yay.
Daemon, what's automated over here now that the farm's moved upstairs?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Demon. What's automated over there?
Rolf, for fuck's sake, me. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, we automated the farm. Yeah, almost the same as it was downstairs, but we removed some of the weeds. We planted some sugar canes because we're gonna need it for MFR stuff, and yeah, we still have the plans going for other stuff that will be shown later on.
And have you automated it?
Well, we automated the extraction from the planter into these barrels, and we upgraded the planter with an RF engine so we can get it on the RF line instead of mainly manual feeding it coal.
Yep, so now all the output from that ends up in these barrels, and that's useful. Right, what's next to explain? I guess this over here. So again, another cobble to begin at the top, and this is the dust production we did last episode, but I had to make some changes to the design because it was backstuffing and sand was flying out everywhere. So I've redesigned it a bit, and also due to limitations, I had to make these impulse item ducts, which are basically item ducts that move items through it really fast. And that allows us to not get backstuffed across these pipes, because the last design was throwing sand all over the floor. So just thought I'd update that had to change. Other than that is, again, we showed these a bit before on last episode, is these storage drawers that store 4 of things in the storage drawers. Plus we've upgraded them so that they've got lots of room for storage. And you'll see why I've done that later on this episode when we come back to it to explain it a bit more. Okay, I think the first step we need to actually be doing this episode, and it not just be a complete show and tell, is I need to make a grindstone. It's pretty easy. It's just I'll use the nether quartz. I think I've got more of that. Wooden gears, stone, and cobble. Okay. Right. Certus quartz. 1, 2, 3. What? Oh, that's because I'm shift clicking. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Wooden gears, which I assume is made from sticks. Is it just that? Oh, I've lost Ventrilo, so I'm going to carry on recording for a bit, and yeah, hopefully we can get it back, and then it should be good. But yeah, there we go, and I should be back in Vent now. It automatically did that for me.
Yay!
Yeah, yay for Vent bugs. Right, so needed some cobble and this too, and what am I missing? I think I'm missing stuff. Other than, I was going to do it with nether quartz, but either quartz is fine actually. I got lots. There we go. I made a grindstone. I'm just going to place it here. I doubt we'll use it much, if at all. But that does complete our quest book. So,
Yay.
No, you need the crank.
do I need the crank before I can do it?
Yep.
I'm trying to find, where is it under? Assembly line?
Learning to skyblock.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there it is. Yeah, you're right. The wooden crank, I can do that. That's easy anyway. Wooden crank is this. Oh no, it's not. It must be one more. Okay. I was close.
In a 7 pattern.
Yeah, yeah. That's good. Right, that. There you go, that will do it. Now I can hand it in, and I'm going to choose a reward bag, so obviously we're not using lives here.
Bag.
Speaking of other stuff that happened off camera, we did that grinding we promised that we would do for the Tigerwood sapling. The follow-up quest was an aluminium oreberry bush, but we had that from a previous quest reward. So I'll grab that, because that's essence berry bush, which will be useful later. What else is there that we need to complete? Sky Farm. So a new quest was added in this version that allowed us to, this is a 10-10-10 seed, which you've had for ages, as you know. That gives us a magnum torch as a reward. And now we each get one, which is really good. Even though I don't need it here, like in theory I could just place one on here and make the platform super safe. There we go. Although
Yay.
that has a 64 block radius, and this is a 101.
50. Yeah,
Oh.
50 radius.
Oh yeah, 51 radius. Yeah. Okay. Then I've got my reward bag here. Oh, I've got lots of saplings in my reward bag.
Ooh, got imp skin armor with fire protection and stuff.
Okay, I'm just dumping it in any chest right now. You'll see why. It doesn't matter which chest it goes in. Anyone else get anything exciting in their reward bags?
I got an umbral rose.
A what now?
Umbral.
What's that?
There you go, you can have a rose. A very black rose.
Oh, a number of rows. Oh, okay. Forbidden magic. Oh, I've not done forbidden magic before.
Ooh.
I got a bunch of colored glowstone, 16 of like 5 different colors.
Oh yeah, the usual one. Yeah, we get that millions of times. That's cool. All right. So now that we've done that, did I guess right in under our applied engineering, which is a new quest line which has been added? No, it didn't add anything. All right, maybe that's coming later. Fine. Right, how you getting on with the charger, Demon? Have you made that?
I am completed.
Yay!
Where would you like it?
I guess it needs power, doesn't it? And considering where I want this
Yeah.
stuff, we should try and bring our power lines over here.
Probably not a bad idea.
Let's cut
And
it.
we need to make a power converter.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'll do that in a second. Can you make some hardened flux ducts and bring them across over here? And then we can put our crafting.
Yeah, tell me where you want it.
No, we'll put our crafting here for now. I'm gonna have to redesign it at some point. But the problem is that this platform is like the middle of 3 platforms that's going to be built. So there's going to be one below us and one above us. I don't want to give too much away on the final design, but without the one below us, I can't really do all the power cables. So yeah. Oh well. So yeah, if Rolf and Daemon, if you work together, and maybe I should show this because this won't be obvious actually. If I grab 9 copper, 9 tin, is it? And what was the other one? Iron. Alright, turn them into blocks. I think that those are right, and I might have missed one, but we'll start off with these. Where's copper? Like so. And we sieve it, which seems odd. Oh. Maybe it needs hammering. Let me check. Maybe it needs, unless it's an automatic one. Which one can I cut in the line of? This one, I guess. Nope. Let me try the hammer. Are we going to have problems? We may do.
I haven't the slightest idea what you're doing.
Okay. Well, I was hoping not to say in advance, but presses. So to make a press, an ex nihilo sieve and a block of iron makes us that. Apparently. But I actually can't put it in the sieve. Oh, now I can. That was weird. Alright, well there's a calculation
Was
press.
it iron?
Yeah, iron. Oh, it doesn't work with tin apparently. How about copper? Alright, let me check the other recipes.
I bet you it's quartz and gold.
This one says copper, but it needs a thermal foundation version of copper. What one have I got? The Tinker's Construct. I am going to need to cook this, aren't I? Oh, it turns it into... Alright. I'm going to
I have
pulverize...
enough for now. You can
Oh.
use it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to pulverize all the copper and then recook it. And I think the other one was tin. Let's see. Lead and tin. Yeah. Okay, let me grab some lead as the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it'll be the wrong one again, won't it? Oh no, this one's correct. Good. There we go. There's that done.
Nice.
That's cool.
And let's take this and cook it in here. Hopefully that'll give us a thermal foundation one. And I'll need to do the same with the tin. Okay, good. Yeah, so apparently it's not all dictionaried, which is just a shame. Okay. I'll have to do that in a bench. Like so. I'll do it, it's fine. We'll take the last tin out of here and start cooking that up. There we go. That's more like it. Yay, engineering. I'm going to give these to you, Rolf. And there's one more to come. You'll be needing those at some point.
Yeah, the silicon one.
There we go. There's we pre-cooked some silicon. Silicon comes from cooking Certus quartz dust.
Yeah, Certus or nether quartz, as long as it's grind.
Yeah. There we go. And there's the last one. Cool, so that should give them a good way of getting started with all they need to do of getting applied energistics up. In the meanwhile, I am going to show you what's the deal with these compacting, these storage drawers. So for that, I'm going to need to pick up some of these 2x2s. I'll just grab all of them. Do I need the upgrades in them? Probably not yet, but I'll look into that in a minute. I might need this. Yeah, you have to make the fluix crystal, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Daemon made some, so.
Oh, okay. And I'm looking to begin with this compacting drawer. So I'm going to need some pistons, some cookstone and some iron. So let's grab some of that. Let's grab the pistons and some iron too. Okay. And I'll make as many of these as I can at the moment, which is apparently 12. That's actually a decent amount. So that's good. Now these do something particularly special. Let me grab... Oh, I gave it to someone. Menchii, have you still got the dolly?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Right.
No problem.
I'm going to move all our ore ones out of the way. Well, I'm probably going to have to redesign it a little bit anyway. But definitely the ore ones have to move right now. Yeah, that'll be a good starter. And in their place, I'm going to put compacting drawers. And we're going to need lots of those. So I'm actually going to grab a few more and make some room. Yeah, sorry if I'm messing it up for you over here. I'm just trying to... That's 8, 9, 10,
No problem. I'll just grab what I need. I can still see.
11, and 12. Okay. There we go. And place them all like that. There we go. And then we will take... I guess we'll have to move our beds again. I'll do that.
Aww.
Yeah, it's alright. I'll just move them
I
right
just
out of the
made
way
my
for now.
bed.
Yeah, I'll do. Alright. Oh, but that's in the way. Can you not put machines on this line, I think, for now? Although I see what you've done. Yeah, we can still thread it through, I guess. Part of the issue is that we need to get all our chest space up, and then we can work on it from there. But yeah, I've messed up all of our chests.
Can you give back the charger and the converter?
Oh yeah, you'll need that. Let's do that. There we go. Sorry. It's being a pain in the ass. Right, there's a reason why I did that, and I'm about to show what these do. So let's get to where all our metals are. And I'm going to grab, for example, this gold out of these chests. And so there's no more in it, if I can. There we go. Now it's empty. I've thrown it all over the floor, but that's fine. I'm actually going to put them in this drawer. And you'll start to see what this does. And that's because this compacting drawer, it's kind of converted everything into blocks of gold. But if I need it in ingot form, I can retrieve it in ingot form. If I need it in nugget form, I can retrieve it in nugget form, and it will just work out everything. If I put it all back, so it automatically calculates and grabs exactly what you need from all of those. So now if I store all our metals in that fashion, in these drawers, it should be easier to use. Actually, I'll put the shiny one up here because we don't use shiny that often. And here we go. And this is going to be really useful because we're about to set up our applied energistics. And as we setting up our applied energistics coming up, we're going to be able to interface with all of these. That's the best way of describing it. So normally with Java barrels, you need to have a storage bus on the back of every single one of barrels, which requires a lot of channels for applied energistics, which is awkward to be using at times. So this has the advantage of... Oh, what's in my hand right now? Oh, let me do that. Silver. Have I not found a place for silver yet? Let's put that here. Oh, I did. Alright, so I'm messing that up already. Let me grab all of those. Place it in here. There we go. And the lead goes in this one. So yeah, sorry, the advantage of the compacting and all of these straws is that we just need one storage bus and it will access the entire network. And the network is considered all of these drawers that are attached to each other. We will need a network controller for this, but I'll show you that in a bit. Shall I move all this stuff off camera and then when I'm ready we'll come back on? That way it won't be so messy over here. So yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I've sorted a lot of our stuff here and I'm ready for the next step to show you how storage drawers are working and why they're going to be important for our builds as we move forward. So we've got our compacting drawers and our normal drawers here, and I'm going to do something that allows us to make it a little bit more advanced, and that is going to require a drawer controller. So for that we're going to need some redstone comparators. Okay, I can make that happen. So I'm going to need some stone and some redstone. It's a bit confusing right now, but it won't matter in a minute because we're going to have an AE network. There we go. And some wood, I guess, for sticks. Oh, we don't have a lot. Let me grab it as planks then. There we go. Grab that, and then some sticks. So I'll store a few extra. Some redstone torches. There we go. Right, I have this enough to make what we need here. Redstone comparator. There we go. And we need 2 of those. A diamond and the 2 drawers. Okay, I can grab those quickly. So diamond, diamond, diamond there, and the double drawers there. Did that pick up? Yep, it did. Hey, there we go.
Oh, look what I got.
1 drawer controller. Now hopefully it works the way I think it does. So this has a 12 block radius, and 12 blocks that way and that way actually combines and connects the entire network here. So if I, this is without any extra controls on it. I've got an inventory which has got some redstone, some gas tiers, some nether quartz, some stone, some oak logs, some planks. Let me grab some other things just to show this off. So let's grab some iron ingots. I don't know, let's grab a bit of tin. And something on the other far end here so we can test this works, like a little bit of clay. Right, if I just right click here, it's not working. Wonder if they have to be actually attached. Let me... Okay, right, let me make an adjustment here. Grab a dolly, and just for now let me try moving this so it's connected to everything in one way or another. And let me try again. No. Right, let me have a look. Search for any and expose those. It's a single tube pipe. By right-clicking on the front face with an item, the item will be deposited in the connected network. By double right-clicking, it will attempt to dump your entire inventory. Oh, it worked! Okay, I don't know what changed,
Yay.
but all of a sudden it reacted. Okay, yay! So,
Yay.
if you've got like tons of stuff in your inventory that you've taken out of the drawers in one way or another, you can just double right click and it will look through all the drawers on the network and place them all in the appropriate place. So now that's all
And
one
the AE network is up.
yeah? Fantastic.
Yeah.
And right now all that's in there is illuminated panels. But you have got 10 storage cells. This is a pretty standard AE network. If you want us to explain how the AE network works, then you just mention it in the comments and we'll explain how it works. But to be honest, we've done this in a few series, so we didn't think it was worth explaining all the stuff to do with the network with this one. But if you want to know, then we'll show you. Just let us know. Okay, so what we need is have you got a storage bus?
Yep. I've got one on my end.
Okay. Oh, you may as well pass it to me then. That'll make it a bit easier.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip apart this cabling for a second. And hopefully I can access where I need to access. We're going to put the storage bus and we're going to attach it to the drawer controller. Right, and before you saw that all that was stored in the network a minute ago was a couple of illuminated panels. Now, if this is correct, everything in every drawer that's connected is now accessible.
Yay.
Nice.
Right, so something else to show is explaining how the AE network treats these compacting storage blocks. So let me have a look up iron, for example. Now, if I take out a block of iron here, watch how all the numbers change. That's because it treats it as all one storage thing here and recalculates all three. So if I need some nuggets, I pull it out and all of them change appropriately. If I grab some iron, they all change. So that's how good these compacting drawers are. So yay, that's done. And then I guess we will need to hook up all of well, basically dump everything that's in all of these chests that are darted around that we've been using as temporary storage. All of it's going to end up being in the AE network and we're going to be good. When we redesign this place out, this storage facility of networking these drawers and stuff will have its own special place. Maybe not necessarily viewable like it is now. But for now I like it. It's kind of cool. It's like our own little cupboard space.
Yeah. It works nice.
And it doesn't need mass storage of
Amazing.
like hard drives, which can be quite expensive. Bear in mind this was made really with a bit of wood and stone and there's a few emeralds, but you know, that's fine. So, but really just wood and stone were used to make this up and a bit of redstone. So yeah, it's really good. Mass storage, super easy.
Yeah.
And I believe it takes priority. So if I take some iron out, as you were seeing, it's taking it out of here. And when I put it back in, it puts it back in here. It's not putting it back in the hard drives. It understands that the storage buses take priority. Cool. So sorry, Rolf even. Rolf, I know. Is there anything else that you need to explain of your system that needs finishing up? Anything special you may have done? I don't think so really. It's all looks fairly standard.
Yeah, there's nothing really special. Yeah, the special part is we only made 1K drives instead of going for the 4K in the beginning.
Yeah, just for mass type storage, but that's obvious because we've got tons of storage otherwise. Yeah. Okay, and then I believe the other person who's been working on stuff is Menchii. Menchii, where can I go to find your things? Is it over here?
It's not quite done yet, but I'm building a milk factory.
Okay. Have you got some more cobblestone walls?
Yes, I do quite a bit.
Okay. Do you know how big you need this to be to access all the cows in the middle of it?
No, I'm just flying by night.
Okay, do you have the rancher?
Yes, I do.
Alright, place the rancher where you intend the rancher to be. And then I'm going to come back in a minute with something to help you. And then we'll be able to finish up this episode. Oh, I need to sync this to NEI. There we go, that'd be better. Hammer. And what I'm looking for is something called a precision hammer. So precision hammer is made with plastic sheets, which I'm not sure we've got access to. Can I take some of your plastic?
I have 10.
Yeah, can I have 3, please? Thank you. So a lot of mods bring their own wrenches, and a lot of them will take the crescent hammer and apply all of its stuff to it. Unfortunately, in this case, this is not one of those mods that you can do some of the stuff with the crescent hammer, but not everything. And so for that, you'll need a precision hammer to do the rest of the things. So you think that that's place the rancher where you want it to live?
It can live anywhere. You can center it if you want.
Okay. Well, normally you place a rancher on the side of the wall, and you'll have to protect it a little bit so that cows don't jump over it. But let's just say it's here for now. Then where you'd have all the output coming out the back, and this would face the cows. But now you need to know how big to make the inside of here to, handle all the cows with the rancher, correct?
Yes.
Well, my audience...
I don't remember exactly how far it goes.
Well,
The
my
rancher
audience
itself.
can see how far it goes, and pick that up and put it in your hand. Now you can see how far it goes.
Oh, that's pretty spiffy. I didn't know that was there.
There we go. Glad to be of help. So now you can just put the wall so that it covers the insides, and you don't need to make it any bigger, because otherwise it's a waste. There we go. But we're going to have to spend some time putting power over here. But anyway, next episode then we'll catch up with the rancher with it being finished rather than now. So it looks like we've got quite a bit of work to do. But other than that, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Most important of this episode really is I was excited to show you Storage Drawers mod and what it can do for you. And I've only shown like a small portion of it. There's still some more tricks that are going to come up in future episodes to show. But yeah, this is perhaps the coolest one. So, and AE, Rolf, Daemon, you're legends.
Yay! Yay!
So immensely helpful.
Yeah, that's going to be
Lots of hard work,
super
but
helpful. Yeah, maybe it took a
I've
bit
got
longer than
something
we
also
expected.
helpful.
Yeah, because we had to take a break of like an hour. When I said, oh, I just need to fix these, it was like an hour's break because it was like, oh shit, it's taking ages. Never mind. We got it now. Alright, so if you've enjoyed the episode, a rating is always appreciated. From myself, Rolf, Daemon and Menchii. Say goodbye.
Bye!
Bye.